Hello and welcome to GrindslimeTV with me, your host Aaron. And today I thought I'd try something a little bit different. I thought I'd show you what else I've been spinning this week, other than what I've already shown on camera. Why not? So we can just knock through a load of them in a small amount of time and, not get too in depth on them. And maybe some of them will get their own video in the future. Some maybe not. We'll see what happens. So first up, in no particular order, boom, Anal Vomit, Graveless Dead. Fantastic little EP this is. I'm a fan of it. Got the elder lyrics there on the inside. Oh yeah, very fancy, yeah. Got your boys there, the old school 3-piece setup. Got to be done. Definitely leans a little bit more into the death metal element, but the black and thrash is there still. It's still classic Anal Vomit, but this is definitely one of their heavier releases. It's got the nice little shell there. Same 4 tracks on both sides, so always love it when that happens. You can just pop it out and shove it back in. That's what she said. Oh yes. So, moving on to the CDs. Boom! Annihilator, Never Neverland. I really like these first 2 Annihilator albums. I think this one and Alice in Wonderland is Alice in Dreamland, or whatever the fucking album it was. We're talking about this one anyway. But yeah, get a load of that on the back there. Got your fancy little liner notes, which is quite nice. And then the rest of it, you get that very sort of minimalistic kind of lyrics thing, which can work sometimes. This is sort of, it's not usually the kind of thrash I enjoy, but there's just something about those 2 Annihilators that just, I don't know, they really do it for me, other than the title track on this one. That one's a bit, yeah. The whole sort of, Claire, hold on. It's sort of reminds me of, remember that South Park episode, which is like, push me higher, Richard. Every time. But now some bangers on here for sure. The Fun Palace, Road to Ruin. And I really like the Mayhem demo version of Reduced to Ash. I think it's vocals on there sound wicked. But yeah, really cool release there. Ooh, a bit shiny. Look, you can never go wrong with a bit of cheese every now and then, and Annihilator seems to have the right amount for me, so gets the old blood pumping a little bit. And then we've got over here. Talked about these on the show before, and here they are with a different album this time. This is Carnal Light by Hail Conjurer. Great album. And as I was listening to this again, I was thinking to myself, do you know what? This might be my favourite release of his. I don't know, maybe it's just the mood I was in, but it's just a very powerful album, very grandiose kind of sound, lots of, hard to say, a lot of atmosphere going on, but it's still like, not in, because it's very medieval kind of stuff, which is, the dude's known to do, 1-man band, and I believe I think this guy's lived in like both England and Finland or something, and so goes back and forth maybe. Was it Finland, Sweden, Switzerland? I don't know. Probably should have checked. But either way, no, this is a fantastic record. It's even got there's one song on here. What was it? Yeah, Blood Magician, which is a really good track. And the way that opens, it's a very heavy one, but it's got that sort of old school sort of mid-80s sort of Venom feel to it, like it would have fit on Possessed quite well. So really, really cool track. But the whole record is just really, really cool. Very minimalistic kind of thing, as I want to do. Now, am I just a Freudian nightmare, or does that knife and thing that necklace kind of looks like a leg in stockings and another leg crossing over doing the old Sharon Stone? Now, maybe that's just says a lot about my mental state, but this guy, he's very sexual in his music and his sort of ways and writings. He's not, he ain't ashamed of it, nor should he be, I say. But maybe this isn't that kind of one. I mean, feed the demon. That could mean anything, couldn't it? Got the back there, 8 tracks, absolute bangers, every one of them. Definitely one of the slower albums. Not that any of his stuff is particularly fucking you know, Panzer Division Marduk or anything, but you know, still, this is a nice sort of doomy, black, medieval kind of atmospheric. Lots of cool synths going on as well, like really, it's almost 80s style synths, a little bit of your kind of thing going on. Yep, I made those noises. You can use them in all of your albums from here on out. Now let's get on to the digipacks. Oh yes, we're talking about Belphegor, Conjuring the Dead. I like this album. When it came out, a lot of people shat on it, and I thought, fuck you, like, it sounds wicked. Now, I'm a man who likes his digipacks, so I get a load of this. Doubling up on them discs, got the DVD there with live stuff on it, and studio bits and whatnot, and little tour stuff. Very cool artwork throughout. Let's have a little look on this one here. Underneath that disc, yes, little bones and whatnot. And then underneath this disc, you've got some sort of Knight Templar sort of thing going on with a raven and shit, so really cool. I like releases that come with a nice solid amount of artwork on. That's always cool. Really, really good. Oh no, it's like a Pope kind of thing. Knights Templar, I know what I meant. One of those guns. But you got the whole sort of and even on the other side, look, you turn that out, you got the full artwork, look, with the whole, oh yeah, oh, crumbs. Really cool release, and yeah, this was what, 2014, I think this came out, something like that. Again, yes, 2014. So yeah, been a big fan of this record for a long time. So, but a lot of people, like I say, they shout on it when it came out. They said it sounded like a Lamb of God album, and there's a couple of riffs here and there I can say, yeah, kind of maybe like in the song In Death. That's got one riff that's a bit Lamb of God-ish, but I thought the majority of the album was like really fucking good. You know, why are you letting one little bit sort of ruin it for you? But yeah, some people are just purists in their particular, and they deny themselves stuff they enjoy to impress, I don't know, someone. Nobody I know. But always good fun. Either way. Oh yes, so a bit of that going on, and a bit of Black Death always hits the spot for me as well, particularly when it's like heavy as Belphegor too. You know, this isn't like necrophobic Black Death. This is like, oof, Belphegor Black Death. It's a whole other thing. As Austrians, they've got, when they go for world domination, they don't mess around. Alright? So, yeah. Then up next we've got, of course, Motörhead, Overkill. Not many weeks go by without Motörhead making an appearance. Oh, but Overhead, I've just been, oof, overplaying, you could say. You can't overplay Motörhead, that's ridiculous. Other than Ace of Spades, that is ridiculous. But yeah, oh, 79, look at that bad boy. This is the 2-disc edition, so it's got a load of live stuff too. All that whatnot, and you get liner notes in the booklet and thing. So always a great record to throw on. Definitely not my favourite record. I say that like it's a bad thing. You know, it's a fantastic record. But you know, my favourite's Bomber. I think it always will be. But this could be a close second because, goddamn, I like Iron Fist as well. Another one people shout on. But as far as this goes, I mean, you got obviously the title track on here, Stay Clean, No Class, Metropolis, Our Bigger Sister, I Won't Pay Your Price, Capricorn, mate, tune, Limb from Limb, Tear You Down. Just cannot go wrong. Look at it. For Christ's sake. Fucking fantastic stuff. Motörhead always has to make an appearance. Just does. Always has done. Law at this point. Now, the last of the digipacks we've got right here. When we talk about cheese, we bring the cheese. We're talking Hall of the Mountain King by Savatage. Oh yeah. This is the when did this one come out? Oh, this is the 2011 version. Quick sip of that. Make that happen. And this is the it's got the 2 acoustic songs at the end, Castles Burning and Somewhere in Time / Alone You Breathe. I don't listen to those because I think they're terrible. But the other 10 tracks, god damn, 24 hours to go. Bloody Oh, Strange Wings. Get out of here, you mug. Yeah, Call of the Mountain King plus Prelude to the White Witch. Oh, fuck it. What an album. I love that artwork. That's proper up my fucking street. That is really to my take. That sort of old school fantasy art. Can't get enough of that. With its bent up sideways CD, look at them. They don't know which way they're coming from. Got your liner notes and your lyrics and whatnot, and some fancy ass photos on the inside. Look at those guys. But they are there as well, looking ghostly. But when it comes to heavy metal vocals, John Oliver is hard to beat. As far as like range and technical ability goes, I mean, whether he's your favourite vocalist or not is another thing, but has to be said, when it comes to skill, he is undeniable. Fantastic. All the members are, you know, so all that going for him. But yeah, sometimes when I just want that sort of heavy metal thrash kind of blend, it's just, it just jumps up and gets you. Oh, it gets you. So definitely great album, fantastic record. And finally, at last, to cleanse the palate, so to speak, we're pulling out the old Melting Rock Blood Delusions. Fantastic record. 16 minutes of absolute dirty death grind. Oh yes, got the 11 tracks there, which is always nice. Old Blood Delusions. This was their first full length. They've got another one coming out soon, from what I understand. And there's no inlay or anything for this bad boy, which is, you know, fine. Don't really need one. There's no lyrics or anything, so who gives a fuck? For those of you who like your frisbees, I'm looking at you, Nate. You've got your nice fancy white vinyl, which actually looks kind of cool. You know, sometimes a solid white vinyl can work, particularly when on the other side it's got the engraving. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. I won't lie, I can dig that. That's definitely so there's a bit of me going on. But no, fantastic record. Very dead infection-y in places, very regurgitating in others. You know, they get thrown into the whole gore grind pile, and I've probably done it in the past myself. But yeah, it's definitely, on more listens, you hear the death metal influence very predominantly in there as well. You know, the HM2 worship, a lot of the trend riffs and heavy riffs. It's not just punky madness or, you know, just trying to be the next mincecore band, which is nothing wrong with that by any stretch. But you know, definitely I think more into the death metal side of things, with great vocals, great drumming. It's just one of those ones that I throw on every now and then and just go, just put it back at the beginning again and listen to it twice. It earns that much. So very fun record. Definitely recommend getting this, and also their split with Disease and Hacksaw. That's cool too. And I think they've got a, look at me fucking advertising for fucking Mountain Rock. They've got other bits out. Go on fucking Hell's Headbangers. They've got their compilation fucking disc out or something. But yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been spinning this week. What have you guys been spinning? Anything anything I should be checking out? You let me know in the comments below. So keep doing what you're doing, and I'll check on you a lot later.